For dark-skinned people, there is pressure to be lighter.
Blick, charcoal face.
Why would I date someone I can't see in the dark?
Some go to extreme lengths to change.
You feel embarrassed to go and seek help, and I would have lost my life.
Some of the products that lighten skin shouldn't be sold in the UK.
What?
Didn't know that.
Are you serious?
The chemicals in this are illegal.
But it's very easy to buy them.
So how are they allowed to sell it?
Good question.
I can't help but wonder that because it's little black girls burning their skin off, it's not being made a priority at all.
BBC Stories investigates.
I used to just look at my skin as like really dirty and really ugly.
When I first decided to use bleaching creams was when I think I was in secondary school and we'd get changed for PE and they used to comment things like, oh, you'd be so much prettier if your chest were the same colour as your face.
Oh, you've got really pretty features, even though you're dark skinned.
The black boys say that they'd never date a blick ting, they'd never date a black girl, they'd only ever go for a light-skinned girl.
You're good looking for a dark-skinned boy, that's one that you hear quite a lot.
Because of how dark you are, when you put makeup on, it's an opportunity to make yourself look lighter. That's what I was told.
Welcome to our channel. I'm here with Mariam. Woo! Okay, so this is the first video from my...
I've been wanting to film a video about the topic for a long time.
The topic? Using creams to lighten your skin.
So, yeah, here we go.
I'm not saying my mum looks like Beyonce, even though my mum's like better looking than Beyonce. Okay. But she probably has Beyonce's skin tone. My mum bleached her skin. I had family around me that bleached their skin. I had family around me that also didn't. I was in a stage in my life where I was like really, really, really ruled by insecurity. So I was quite young. I was about 16, and it was just because my mum uses those creams, so I just went down the hall and I put them on. I just wanted to fit in like all the other kids, and I wanted to be desirable.
I saved up, I think, £20 for 2 weeks, and I went to my local hair shop, and they serve as a beauty supply, hair shop, everything, and they literally have these products out there. So I picked up the toning creams because I think bleaching sounds a bit too harsh. I didn't read the ingredients. I just looked at the picture. If the woman was desirable, that's the kind of colour that I'm trying to attain. The effects at first, I described it at the time as lovely. Like, my skin looked, it was starting to look a lot like my chest, which is a lot lighter. Black people, we have dark lips in general. So obviously against the pale skin, they really stood out, and it looks purple.
They made my skin feel very tingly and tight, which I expected. For something that changes the colour of your skin, I expected some kind of sensation or something.
It was actually my auntie who came to my house, and she was like, oh, what cream are you using? And I was like, oh, just this cream. And she was like, I think it's not really like looking nice, I think you should stop. Unless you sit forward.
So this is the product you use, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah, these two, yeah.
No.
But yeah.
This lady, everybody knows this light-skinned lady.
This is the woman.
And we found that they're actually illegal.
What?
Didn't know
Are
that.
you serious?
Products are illegally sold all over the UK. The pressure to be lighter affects Asian and black communities the most.
Yeah, I was told that my skin was too dark and too tan for Asia, and
There are many products available.
And do you know what's actually in it? Like what makes it work?
Yeah, it's a shea butter.
But no hydroquinone, just normal, natural, very nice.
Products sold with hydroquinone or mercury in the UK are illegal. We tested a variety of different products for these substances.
This is the pile of products that we bought on the shelves that we found on the shop floor. This was more behind the counter situation where we had to ask someone about if they had anything. And these are the products that we purchased online.
I'm a bit scared.
No, smell it. You have
No, I'm scared now, but
that actually hurt my nostrils.
asthma, I cannot.
Out of all of those products, which do you think are illegal because they contain the banned substances?
Well, after smelling that, oh my god.
Really
I know this is illegal.
I feel like the ones without any ingredients.
It's suspicious.
Yeah, so we'll put that forward as well. This placenta one, I'm sorry.
The placenta one, please.
You go in
Yep.
there.
Half the products that are on that table are illegal. Now, we just bought 20 random samples off the shelves online and at the counter, and half of those have turned out to contain the banned substances. These contain the banned substances.
Leicester, London,
Nottingham,
when I travel,
France.
like
every single hair shop sells this stuff.
Meg was fined £2,400 by trading standards in October 2017. In June 2018, we found she was still selling them.
But no hydroquinone, just normal, natural, very nice.
It did have hydroquinone.
Natural, you know, yes.
This shop owner mixes her own creams. In June 2018, there were no traces of the banned chemicals, but previously we found mercury in her products. Disclaimer, not all the products in this video are illegal. Packaging can be confusing. Legal and illegal products may have the same name and similar packaging.
Where did you?
This is under the counter, so it's just a woman who a woman who mixes creams together and just sells them.
And you bought that? This was a lady who approached me after many years trying to lighten her dark circles under the eyes. She's an Asian lady. She used various products over 10 years. And again, you can see how her skin has become leather-like.
Have you ever come into contact with anyone who's actually suffered with severe side effects from bleaching cream?
Yes, I have seen quite severe damage on the skin. The skin looks almost like it's been burnt. There is danger of fetal damage.
Side effects also include kidney, nerve and liver damage, scarring, thinning of skin, and it could increase the risk of skin cancer.
The skin bleaching market is getting bigger, and obviously the problem is getting bigger as well.
We're off to meet Safi. She's a woman who used to bleach her skin. She was hospitalised for a couple of days. It was a spreading infection, so it really could have led to death.
I think it's quite brave to actually talk about something like this because it's not something you hear of all the time.
To me, it looks like just your average African, I don't say auntie, but like African woman. Like, it doesn't look shocking to me, but I can see, you know when you can tell someone bleaches, if that makes sense? Hi! Nice to meet you. I'm Alan.
Mariam.
Nice to meet you.
Lovely meeting you. I'm good, thank you. So how often would you apply the creams and how long would you leave them on for?
Yeah, the cream is every day. Every day. It's like drugs. It's like taking drugs. It's not easy to tell someone, stop smoking, stop drinking, stop taking drugs. It's easy to say, but it's not easy for them to stop. You know, some people need rehab to stop. Some people need reality check. Some people need some incident to happen into their lives. So that's how bleaching is. I was treating myself because I was so embarrassed to go to the GP.
Oh, really?
Because they're going to ask you, how did you get this? They will see that it's scars that has been building up. You know.
When I saw her, she was completely a white woman. I was shocked. I could not believe it. All her stomach and her hands were all blisters. And I had to advise her to go to the doctors. We went to A&E and they put her on antibiotic because it was so bad. And she was in hospital for a week and she came back home. She was in bed for like about 6 weeks. I just could not believe the trading standard will allow these people to sell this product inside central London.
When I went to the hospital, I couldn't tell anyone I was in the hospital because I was just ashamed to say, oh, she went into hospital because of a bleaching cream. But if some people ask me, I'll just say, oh, I had hot water just pour over me. I was pulling the kettle and it dropped. That's how I get it on my leg. It sounds stupid. If it's that, I would have gotten all over my feet. You know?
You feel embarrassed to go and seek help. And I would have lost my life.
Just look at it. See from there to there, and then all that
it cuts the skin all the way from there to there. I used to have my cupboard in there full with all creams. Waste of money, waste of time. I didn't know how dangerous the chemicals were.
It never says the side effects or anything.
It never says the side effects.
It says brighten.
They don't say, by the way, you
glow,
might get
everything.
boils, you might get
Never, you
cancer.
don't
They're not going to
see
say
side
that. Like, people who sell drugs, right, their mindset is, you have to make this money. Like, it is what it is. Just got to make this money.
Providing a service.
They don't matter that, it doesn't matter that they're feeding someone's habit or addiction. Potentially the person who takes that will go home and die. They don't care. Because it's like, they just need to have that ruthless mindset. So I feel like the people that sell these creams as well, they just think, well, they're going to get it from somewhere. They might as well get it from me. I got bills to pay. I think maybe a lot of light-skinned people and, you know, like, will hear this conversation and think it's an attack. It's not an attack. For me to assume that being light-skinned would solve all my problems is stupid. Yes, there's the privilege there. Definitely. Doesn't mean that your life isn't hard and you don't have to work for what you want.
How do the shops get away with selling it if it's like illegal? I just don't understand.
It's time to confront trading standards.
I can't help but wonder that if it was like white girls or something from somewhere else, or it might be on the news, like white girl buys a cream and it burns her skin off, and it will make the news, and then it would be like this, then it would be all these protests, do you know what I mean? But because it's little black girls burning their skin off, ashamed to even say, or even when they do say something, it's like not much is happening. I can't help but think that is a reason why it's not being made a priority at all.
It was thought of that trading standards would be picking on a particular demographic. Right. And it was thought, oh, okay, this is a community thing. It wasn't that they didn't care, it was that they didn't want to look like they were stepping into a particular ethnic area of stores, for want of a better phrase. I think that's changed to a large degree. I mean, my approach has been that it's a criminal activity. People are making excess money out of the criminal activity, and it's something that's ripe for enforcement.
Like, you go to a food store, like a chicken and chip shop, and there's mice droppings, whatever, they don't reach the hygiene, safety standards, you close them down, and that eradicates the problem.
I think that's an interesting way of using the law. At the moment, there isn't specific legislation like closure orders that you can do with a food product. People are getting suspended sentences. But it would be really, really useful if there were clear guidelines that we can go to court. And we can also say to businesses, if you do this and you're this size, this business, you might get a £100,000 fine, £200,000, because that would just take away the incentive.
There are a lot of vulnerable, naive, uninformed consumers like myself. And it's like, you know, that's why the people with the most power, like, you guys might get the fingers pointed at you because you hold the most power, you know, like, you can really make the difference, especially when we're being told by the media, told by our friends, internalizing all these negative ideologies about having dark skin, and, you know, like, we can't be blamed.
I think the fear factor needs to really hit into retailers and distributors, wholesalers and manufacturers. And I think at the moment, as you've expressed, the fear factor isn't there for a lot of people.
I've never seen a poster or even a warning, or not even like a little YouTube advert. You know, they've got those annoying adverts before you want to watch a video.
The creams don't even state the illegal substances on it, so it seems like you're buying the regular cream, not knowing you're harming yourself. So,
do you feel like more could be done to publicise the dangers? Do you know what I mean? For the consumer.
Yeah, I think more could be done.
Meg denies selling any illegal products. And this shop owner, she didn't respond to our interview request.
Do we decide what we like, or does society tell us what we should like?
I've had to learn to, like, love myself despite what other people say.
People should just, like, be grateful for who they are, what they are, and love themselves, no matter what.
Just love your skin, because you're beautiful just the way you are.
The other day the sun was shining, and I took a snap, and the sun was like beating against my skin, and it looked beautiful, like melted chocolate butter, and everyone was complimenting me, like, your skin looks really nice. So I'm a lot more confident in myself and in my skin.
I love my skin. I think it's just such a privilege to be black, and everybody should feel privileged to be born the way they are. When we celebrate our blackness, we're not anti-white or anti-Asian. we're just pro times 10 black. I can't wait to go on holiday and be tanned. I love even being darker and glowing. Honestly, like, it's just my favourite thing. It's my favourite thing about me. I love it. Oh, sorry. I love my skin so much. But my hand's dry. Oh my God, Lord. Oh, wow.
Define cool.
She's dying in the back.
You know, this could be like a red carpet look. Like, you know, these days, anything goes.